Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a Black Crow's Captis Birdie for you today. This ski gets a new graphic for this year, but otherwise returns unchanged. Same construction, same shape, and same profile. And that's great news for skiers who like 90mm underfoot twin tips with a wood core. These are some of the more engaging and fun-loving twin tips out there. And while they don't really have kind of a park following or a park focus, they're certainly more than capable of freestyle and slopestyle applications. We just end up seeing more people using these as just kind of pure all-mountain skis that happen to have a twin tip and happen to be really playful and energetic. Not a whole lot of craziness going on with the construction of this ski. Black Crow's does most of their work in the shape and the profile and kind of keeping the core construction pretty similar throughout their skis. This uses a poplar wood core with fiberglass layers, and that's about it. The Captis does have pretty much a full sidewall, just a slight step down in the cap. But for the most part, this is a full 360-degree sidewall ski. They do a nice job playing around with the thickness of the core throughout to generate a specific flex profile and flex pattern that works well in both all mountain and in freestyle applications. And in terms of flex, like there's a very consistent and even flex with really nice energy coming out of it. Nothing too stiff, and I think with that twin tip back there, it does allow for a pretty easy release and nice energy as a result. This is the 166, and we're on the scale here at 1,626 grams. So a little bit lighter than some other skis of this range, but it does have a nice solid and sturdy feel to it, especially when you consider the energy. I think that's kind of the big plus of this Captis is when you put it on edge and make a turn, you really feel that rebound and that pep come through towards the tail end of this ski. A lot of that, obviously, is due to the profile. So we do have a nice amount of camber here. Black Crow's does a nice job at kind of varying where the camber goes in the ski and how much of it there is. So a little bit shorter here of the camber profile, leading to a longer rocker length in the Captis here. Not much in terms of early taper. This is a little bit more of a directional or traditional taper shape, not spoony or anything like that. So it does have a nice mix of, the edge is going to hook in before the camber does. So that's going to give you a nice smooth feel to it. And then we see similar things in the tail, rockers brought down into the ski, but not a lot of taper. So we're seeing kind of a straighter and just kind of more traditional taper shape to the ski. We do have a 17-meter turn radius here. I think it's fair to say that the Captis Birdie is capable of shorter turns more than it's capable of longer turns. So hooking into that kind of shorter camber profile and getting that ski to snap in and out of turns is more of a strength here than letting it run and hitting a higher speed arc. They did come out with a slightly new Captis Birdie, so 97mm ski that's really kind of a similar shape and style to this. That is a little bit more comfortable at speed. This one does prefer shorter turns and more moderate speeds. But that makes it really, really good in bumps, trees, other technical areas where you don't need to let it run. You don't need to have the power of speed behind you to get performance out of the ski. It actually works really, really well at slower and more moderate speeds. So if you're kind of mixing on-trail shorter turns with off-trail bumps and trees and stuff like that, Captis Birdie is a really, really fun ski and an awesome option. And then you add the park component in there, whether you're, learning freestyle or you're well on your way to slopestyle competitions and whatnot. I think that there's a lot of emphasis and a lot of room for freestyle, park, slopestyle in Captis Birdie here. So make sure you check out this ski here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.